Hi everybody, it's me, Jessica Lahore, and I'm finally back in the drag lab. This is day 3 for Love of Colorado Drag, and today, if you haven't been following, this is just a segment in the series to show love, to show support, to show, appreciation for the drag entertainment in Colorado. And every day I do a different person. It doesn't matter if the video is 1 minute, 20 minutes, if they've been doing drag for 1 day, 30,000 years, doesn't matter. I just want to show appreciation and love. There's no structure. I talk about stories and favorite moments and first impressions and some of my favorite performances and some of the things I might have talked or favorite moments and stuff like that. And yeah, I just go and whatnot. So today's Love for Colorado Drag, episode 3, is going to be Rosa Marie Sugarbaker. Rosa Marie Sugarbaker is top one of my favorite people. If you know Rosa, if you don't know Rosa, she's one of those people that when she enters a room, you light up. You smile, you laugh, you're excited to see her, you know it's going to be a party, you know that you're going to have a good time, and you know that she's going to be there promoting having a good time. Rose and I met a few years back, I think 3 years back. We did a show. She asked me to do a show called The Old Meets New Show, where we combined entertainers that were more experienced with a newer age of generation of performers into one show. We co-hosted together. We had a really good time. And that was at Aqua Lounge forever ago. That was my first time working with Rosa, and I remember it so perfectly because it was about halfway through. Me and Rosa love getting drunk together. If you've ever been to an event where Rosa is hosting or just celebrating or having a good time, you can definitely bet or guarantee that there will be Doers and Water, her favorite cocktail, a lot of laughing. She has an iconic laugh here in Denver that is soon, even if she's far away, you hear it and you're like, there's Rosa. She is somebody that is constantly looking out and giving back to the community. She's done so much with the Imperial Court over the years. She was Empress 44. But anyway, that show, I remember her being very drunk, and I was also very drunk, but just enough to continue to host. And she looked at me and she's like, girl, I need you to do the host the rest of the show. And it was just really funny. We've had just so many wonderful times that we've gone out to breakfast so many times. I was really honored to meet her mom quite a few times as well. She's somebody that constantly gave me advice about life and about like coming to terms with being who I am and being comfortable with who I am. And also when I was going through romantic struggles, she was a huge force for me during that time. She was somebody that I knew before I came out to my family or even to the drag world. And she was just always there to listen. If you called her, if you text her, she is always going to get back to you. She wants to be involved, and she loves being involved with, and she's one of those entertainers that gets along with everyone. It doesn't really matter. She's in the dressing room, she's performing, and she gets along with everyone. Some of my favorite moments with her, I love the entrance that she did at Snowball. What was that, 2 years ago, Snowball entrance? It was just one of my favorite moments, like, celebrating with her. She's the one that convinced me to run for Gay Pride of all Colorado and sponsored me, and she supported me and was there for me, and I don't think I ever would have done that or been exposed to the pageant system in that aspect without her, so I'm always really, really thankful and remember that. Me and Rose have had a lot of intense conversations and a lot of good talks also, and we've also just... Me and Rosa have had a lot of crazy times. A lot of crazy times. Rosa took me to my first I don't know why I'm blanking right now. One of my favorite memories with Rosa, she took me to my first strip club at Boys Town, and I was uncomfortable. She fanned out these dollar bills and was like, we're gonna have a good night, and we went drunk. We came over from the compound. She was the first person to ever, while I was in drag, take me and stick my hand in a dollar bill in the boys' underwear and just like teach me how to do that. She's somebody that continuously has my back in this community. And when I was focusing a lot on my career and there were a lot of people talking crap about how I couldn't be as involved with the court as I wanted to. She was somebody that supported me and had my back and never stopped showing appreciation or love for me, which I really want to emphasize that that's such a big deal, because when I was first getting into the court, there was a lot of judgment for Fort Collins entertainers. Another one of my favorite memories with Rosa is there's one time after, was this gay pride? I think this might have been gay pride. There was after an event at the Timbers Hotel where you had the after party and came up, and she we were having such a good time. We were all really drunk and having a good time, and she was like, "Why aren't you eating? You should be eating. Why aren't you eating? Blah 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 blah." And she straddled me and started rubbing the chicken and the cookies and the meat on my face and saying, "Eat it." And she's laughing. Everyone's just watching, and I'm like, "No!" It was so funny. Rosa is one of those performers that she shows so much emotion and energy on stage. She can do dancing numbers. She does a lot of disco. She does a lot of big over-the-top costumes. She's the only a more experienced entertainer that does crazy contacts, and I love that. There was one time before 2 years ago, whoever's reign coronation that was, I think it was Manny's, and I don't know. We painted together, and we just shared tips, and we just talked. We've had so many good conversations about what drag was like growing up, like what was her drag when she was getting into drag. So she talked about her mother and how she threw all of her clothes in the fire pit and sewed them back up and created new costumes. She was just that person that wants to tell you, and is, if you ask her, she's open to telling you all about her drag experiences and life, what it was like to grow up in drag, and what it was like growing up in that family, and how she started and how she got into it. Rosa is genuinely a really, really close friend, and she's been going through such a hard time lately. And I want something that has been on my mind a lot lately is that I wish that I could have been a better support system for her as she has been for me, because she constantly is giving and constantly putting on not putting on a smiley face for everybody, even just because that's who she is, and regardless of what's going on in her life and the struggles she's going through. And I think that's an amazing quality to have, and it's also got to be really intense to constantly feel that need. She was a gateway and an introduction to other entertainers that I've really grown and loved. Janelle St. Christopher and Nicole Summers and Brittany Michaels. Like, there are people that I've gotten to meet because of Rosa. There are people that I've been inspired by because of Rosa, and Rosa continues to inspire me genuinely, like wholeheartedly. I feel bad talking. I feel weird talking so highly of Rosa because I deep down feel very self-reflective and critical that I was not a better friend to her during the times that she needed to be. And even during that time, she constantly wanted to create opportunities. We had the old versus new show. She did an amazing job as Empress during her reign. She supported this reign definitely differently, but she's just always there, and she's going to tell you how it is, and she's going to stand up for what's right, and I really love that about her. She's somebody that pushes me and constantly reminds me that there are bigger things to worry about, and there are bigger issues out there than the simple ones that we see right in front of our face. And I know that's a weird thing, but she's honestly such an amazing human. James, Rose, it doesn't matter. They are such a giving, caring human, loving, compassionate. And then you look at, like, knows how to have a good time, amazing performer, constantly giving back. I am so proud to know her, and I'm so proud to have had very special conversations, and there is some advice that she has given me personally that I will never forget. She, I feel like I could keep going on and on about how wonderful she is and how much she has done that people don't realize that she's done. She has made friendships and connections with numerous people all around the country because of her titles and because of who she is and what she does. Rosa is somebody that I love and it will always have near and dear to my heart. And I don't know. I feel like I don't know what else to say. Those are some of my favorite moments, my favorite memories, favorite performances. She is all about having a good time, and I think that she would agree with that. She's all about having a good time. There could be one person in the audience. There could be 500 people in the audience. It could be for charity. It could be paid nothing. It could be paid the most money. She's all about having a good time, and she's one of the only older entertainers, and I know that I could get shit for this, one of the only older entertainers that walks into a dressing room with the most positive attitude, ready to like, do this thing. She'll come up to Fort Collins, she'll go to the Springs, she'll host events in Denver, she'll travel. She's just somebody that everybody should get the chance to watch perform and sit down and have an amazing conversation with. Rosa, I couldn't think of anybody else better to do my Colorado Love of Drag Day 3, and I hope to see you soon. Know that I, from the bottom of my heart, look up to you so much. Look up to you so much with who you are, with who you are and how you present yourself in this community, and that you are extremely appreciated and extremely loved. Yeah, so that's her. Make sure to follow her on social media platforms, show her some love, share this video, give her a shout out, comment below what are some of your favorite memories or favorite moments or advices. What are some of the things that you love about Rosa Marie Sugarbaker? And watch out for tomorrow for your next episode. All right, bye everybody.